Hello and welcome back to Mindful Sojourn. I'm Janie. Thank you for joining me today. If you're new, welcome to the chaos. If you've been here for a while, if you are a subscriber, or just a returning viewer and you haven't subscribed yet, thank you for sticking around and coming back. These are one of the many projects I'm working on. I want to have these ready as a bundle in a week and a half, just as mini notebooks, not full-on junk journals or anything extravagant, just writing pages. They can be used as planners or just a booklet for scrap paper, you know, if you're on the phone a lot, taking down messages or notes, you know, that sort of thing, writing down appointment reminders, just daily, like a daily use notebook, but something decorative. So that's one of the many projects. And then I don't think, yes, I did make a video on the pressed flowers, so I have some stuff coming up that I'd like to use these for, but for now what I really need to do is well, first I need to store these a little bit more safely. I need to find either a bag or some way that they won't be damaged. Maybe just place them back in a large book. How about that? This is actually a library book. Okay, I'm just gonna set these together for now and actually stack these on top of that. Hopefully my toddler doesn't come in and grab that. But what I really need to do today, sorry, I have a million things going on here. There's several different crafts present on this work area. But what I really need to do today, I keep interrupting myself, is a flip through, because I opened my Etsy shop. So I will link that below, and I have one listing so far. It took a little bit longer to create the listing than I expected. It wasn't just like title, description, upload a picture and go. There were, you know, quite a few questions, and I'm hoping to come up with a way to streamline the process for myself. And hopefully be able to get a lot more listings out, because I have a total of 9 journals, and I have I think 2 more covers that are like blank, but the structure is done. So this is the structure of the journal. These are just extra signatures I have. They're not bound in right now. So I'm basically just using this extra cover to store all my extra signatures. So yeah, I have a blank. This is one of my blank journals. I could always put a different fabric over it, or just a, you know, a custom journal topper. And I have another skeleton of a journal, I believe, like that, but the fabric is pink-ish. Anyways, so I need to get all of these, you know, up and running and listed on my Etsy shop. And so because I only have the one listing, what I'm gonna do right now is a flip through, because in the Etsy shop I only have like one picture and then a video that was actually taken at the craft fair. That's just like a pan over of all of the journals that I have, like the outside of them and their covers. So I need to get more in this listing. I don't know what to do with this. Let's see. I'm gonna stack and scoot, put away. Actually, I'm gonna leave this out in case I need to add anything, because this journal is pretty much complete, but all of these journals that I have are customizable, but the degree to, or the level to which they can be customized is going to be different. So some of them are going to be more blank, and they will come with like an ephemera and pocket or embellishment kit of sorts. I thought I had, did these, I guess these are the only ones. I have like these celestial washies for this journal. But anyways, some of them are gonna come with a kit, whereas this one is more completed. So there's more pockets sewn in, there's more, just more customization, whereas the ones that are coming with a kit, those will be less completed, I guess you could say. So like they won't have as many pockets. Anyways, all that, I think I've covered that kind of in a different video, but for now, this is the Celestial journal. And I did realize that I kind of made this closure too short, so I'm going to extend this with some lace, because as this journal gets filled up, you know, if it becomes this full by, you know, adding cards and ephemera and things like that, this is going to be kind of hard to tie. So I'm going to extend that. And then this will come with an ephemera booklet with die cuts and stickers, things for you to use however you like in your journal. It also comes with a note from the bookmaker, which is just kind of a canned custom letter from the bookmaker explaining like what a junk journal is and how to use it. So this inside, well, I guess I should start from the outside. Sorry, I'm getting carried away. I love this journal so much. I kind of want to make another one for myself to use, because this is the kind of journal that I would use. But I got this fabric at Walmart. I think it was on sale. It was only like, I don't know, $4, $5. And I have a ton of it. But this lace is a repurposed thrift shop shirt. And then as you can see, it is hand bound signatures. These parallel lines are the pages, hand sewn into a cereal box. I believe I have videos showing me making this one. So that's how I made the cover. It was from a cereal box covered in this fabric and lace. And then this topper was added. It was just collaged. This can be customized here. I have somewhere, I have stamps, letter stamps. What did I do with those? These. Now it is all lowercase. So if you want like journal or write or dream stamped on all lowercase, or another option that I could offer is typing something on my typewriter and then tearing or cutting it out and gluing or stitching it on here. So then it would be typed from an actual typewriter. And it could be whatever the recipient wants. You know, if this were my journal and I was using this for something, I might write or type like dream or something and use it as a dream journal. Or maybe I would write like the season maybe that I would be using it in, like spring or winter, and then use it to collect the things that I find throughout the season. I just realized that these pockets could be used for like maybe flowers, but you would want to, I don't know if you would want to put them in here fresh or pressed, but now I'm just stuffing these bits in. Anyways, that just occurred to me because I was just messing around with these pockets with different shapes and sizes. And then I thought, you know, I made this one so skinny, like what can you even use that for? Let me see. My dried flowers are here. I'm just gonna sacrifice one of my dandelions here and just see. Okay, so it fits. So this really could be like a foraging type of journal. I mean, that's what inspires me, because I collect a lot of, you know, little bits throughout the season. I have a lot of dandelions. I just love to have pieces of nature that I can preserve and use, you know? So we do things with pine cones and all kinds of stuff. So that's one way that a junk journal could be used. This is not a universal have to, you know, the recipient doesn't have to use it in that way. You can use it for mostly writing. There's a lot of things you can do with it. So if I get stuck on one page for too long, we're never going to get through this. So there's plenty of pockets, but I have not filled all of them. There's plenty of room for adding more pockets. And, you know, here's some writing space. Lots of pockets. Empty, by the way. So, well, now some of them, like this one, you know, I included some ephemera and stickers. And this actually opens up and is like a hidden journal piece, but it acts as, it's also a piece of ephemera. So more writing space, and then there's room for customization. I've also included some sticker sheets that go along with the theme. This pocket was sewn on my machine. I love this stitch. But like I said, there's plenty of room for moving things around, filling it up with your collectibles, whether it be, you know, bits of nature like flowers or concert tickets, baseball game tickets. I know as I'm mentioning all of these things, it doesn't really go along with this theme. Now these book pages all throughout this journal come from a salvaged thrift store life book from their nature library, and it was the Universe edition. And so all of the book pages used in this whole journal, the Celestial Journal, all of these come from that book on astronomy. So they all go along with the theme, and some of these images that I have used for pockets and journal cards, not a lot, but a couple of these, like these here. I think I had them on another page, but anyways, those come from a DigiKit by Pam at the Paper Outpost. These are just die cuts. Empty pocket here, lovely writing space, handmade envelope for storing whatever, another pocket. So there are some pockets and things like that, actually quite a few that are already in place and ready to go. This sheet music is vintage, and this map page actually came from the same book as this one, but what I did to this page to make it look antiqued is you can actually still see some of the blue here on my sanding block. So I just scrubbed off the glossy finish, and then I coffee dyed it by just taking black coffee and painting over where I had sanded off the gloss. So yeah, I just thought it made it look cool. I don't know. made it more antiqued. I'll probably ink it. I don't know. I have my ink here. I might do that later. But anyways, that was fun. But it did take a long time, and with a toddler, it's kind of hard to do that. Because if I put it out, if I leave, you know, large sheets of paper out to dry, that's not gonna go too well. So moving along, this is actually coffee dyed printer paper, so it has a nice texture to it. Nice ledger paper for writing. So like I said, everything in here kind of goes along with the celestial astronomy, but also getting into some spiritual, you know, astrology stuff. I think some of my pockets, as you can see, are like the zodiac. This is a handmade pocket from a book page and whatever this fabric is here, and a scrap of lace. So this is actually a pocket. It doesn't look like a pocket when you first see it. It just looks like a decorative page. So it is kind of a hidden pocket. By the way, this handy dandy postcard here is vintage. It is from 1944 from Pittsburgh, and it's handwritten, and I thought it was appropriate for this journal, as it has a planetarium on the front. So I will probably leave it in this case, but I might like decorate it somehow and have it more a part of the page but still be removable. So I might do that in an upcoming video, as long as I still, you know, it's for sale as is, but as long as I have it, I may still work on it because I love this journal. And again, this is from, would be a copy of an antique piece, but this is one of the book pages from the Life Nature Library. I just loved all of the images in that. It's really like one of those coffee table books. You know, it's like one of those large lap books that you have and never sit down to read, which is why it ended up at the thrift store and it was going to be thrown away. So here's just some floating pockets for whatever. More of the map pages. I'm seeing lots of room for inking, actually, so I need to make a note of that. Now this is a handmade just piece of ephemera. I used one of the, I love the texture and feel of it. It kind of has the feel of an old map, which is what it is. But this came from, I think, one of the books repurposed. And this is a celestial map of the zodiac, but then I glued it to some almost parchment-like paper, or was this construction paper? I can't remember. And then I inked the edges, and so it looks and feels like an old map. So I'm just including that as a cool little, nifty little piece of ephemera. Oh, and here's the other side of that image. I just love how that looks. Now, each of the signatures has this sturdier paper. This is cardstock scrapbook paper. And it all goes along with the theme. And so there's a lot that you can do with these pages. They're great for storing maybe some heavier, I guess, ephemera, I should say. You know, like pictures or postcards, because these are going to be the largest pages in the journal. So there's definitely some room here for stuffing some postcards and other bits like that. And here's just some pieces I'm including, some stickers and cutouts. This is a little writing spot from the book page. This is another part of that celestial map, and it's a flip out writing spot, or you could glue something here like a ticket or photograph and then have writing below. This is a handmade tag. Dandelion from our yard. Machine sewn. I'll probably ink the back a little bit, and then it's just collaged. And again, this is another map page that's altered. So this was sanded down and coffee dyed to appear older. Some more cutouts. Another handmade tag with a pocket on the back, or it could be used as writing space. I love this. Who doesn't love the Van Gogh Starry Night? This paper was perfect. Another tag. I think we are nearing the end. So as you can see, there are lots of pockets, but there is still room for some customization. So all of the little bits, you know, of ephemera and die cuts and things that are included, these can always be used in other ways, to be turned into pockets or just stored in other areas. So there's still plenty of room for customization. Some more stickers, and that's it. These are both pockets as well, but they're not the sturdiest. I've actually thought about taking them off, but I mean, they hold up. I might actually just leave that there. Yeah. So there you go. I'll probably, as long as I still have it, I will still be adding things to it. What was it? I wanted to add something maybe to the middle, the very middle of the signatures. Probably in this section here. I'd like to add something for storing some postcards. Actually, I have this on hand. These are folded map pages, and then they are machine sewn, and I have a tag in this one right now, but it is a great size for storing postcards. So I could always maybe make it a little bit smaller, but attach it here, or even, does it fit? Yeah, no, it doesn't really fit in there that well. But yeah, I like this. I'll probably figure out a way, because I have a bunch of these on hand. So I'd like to maybe thicken this up a little bit and give some more unique storage spots. But this is as is, and then, like I said, the longer I have it, the more things I will add to it. But this is what she looks like right now. Thanks for watching.